Hey guys, good morning. It's Mrs. Seitz and Tony Seitz. I hope you guys are doing great today. First of all, good morning, mathematicians.
That's me.
Awesome. That is you. I'm really glad that we get together this morning thinking about stuff, how we're feeling. Boys and girls, how are you feeling today?
We want math monsters.
You know what? You'll have to wait just a minute, mister. How are you feeling today, guys? What are you feeling like today? I'm going to ask Tony. Tony, how you feeling today?
Hang on.
She was always a fast writer. Tony, how you feeling?
I am ecstatic to learn about 3-digit numbers.
Are you guys ecstatic about just plain learning today? I hope so. And today, again, also think about what's your goal? I know that my goal today is always make sure I reach out to you so we can make that math connection. And, of course, so we can do Math Monsters! Math Monster, Tony! Math Monster! Math Monster! I really do hope you're all doing this at home because it really loosens up those math muscles and gets us going. All right, guys, guess what? Thanks, Tony. Grab a seat. Friends, we're going to talk again about 3-digit numbers and the importance of it. We're going to kind of wrap this up so that when you're going on vacation next week, you'll have a chance to still look at videos if you want to, but I'm going to try to wrap this up into the right to the first quiz that we have in Unit 6. So friends, you'll notice that because we're working with 3-digit numbers, sometimes we have to add 3-digit numbers with other 3-digit numbers. I hope a lot of you are comfortable with some of this work. I can see from looking at my portfolios on Dojo that a lot of you are sending me work that you've done ahead. Awesome. If your parents are really attentive, great. And I'm glad you guys are learning together. But the big goal is to remember that value of the numbers. To know that that is a 200, that's 5 tens, and that is 9 ones. Don't you dare let somebody say at home, well, that's a 2. No, it's not. It's a 200. It's very powerful. It's larger and greater than that 50 right there. And I shouldn't say larger because that's a size. I mean greater. That's a value. If I'm going to add 100 to this number, put on your board what you think that answer is. Put down what is 259 plus 100. I'm going to give a signal, which will be pretty much, I don't know, monster. No, I'll just say monster. I'm going to say math monster. I'm going to say it. Math monster? Did you get it? I hope so. 359. I hope you took that 100 and stuck it right there where it belongs, in the 100 place. Let's try this one. 421 plus 100. Give yourselves a little bit of time. What do you think the answer is? I'm going to say it. Math monster. Did you get it? I hope you did. Yep, Tony's doing pretty good, folks. I'm glad. I was her second grade teacher a long time ago, so whew, on this one right now. Now, listen, we're going to subtraction, and that's where it gets all schmicky. When people are like, what? Oh, subtraction. Different. Taking it away. Removing that 100. There are 6 of them. There are 6 100s. So, friends, again, let's remember what you got to do. Watch the sign. Math monster. Did you get it? Nice. And my last one. Here we go. Are you ready? Math monster. Whew. I'm really glad I got them right too. I'm looking at them going, yep, I did it too. So friends, really quick warm up. Things that I know that you're doing on at home. Remember, you're looking at that place value and removing just that digit. Let's look at this now, friends. We're looking at that make a 10 strategy that we talked about before and how we can use it with all numbers. So again, we've got that 94 plus 9. Friends, if I looked at this, I could do this as a story problem. Can you think of a story problem? I've got one. I have 94 donuts. Tony bought 9 more. How many donuts does Mrs. Seitz have in her house? Too many. That's the answer. No, let's look. If I looked at my 9 and I looked at that, I'm trying to think, can I make a 10? Could I? Sure. I could take 6. That automatically makes it a 100. I know that. It made a new 10. And then I've had, 3 left over. So I would have 103. Some boys and girls would be like, I'm just going to add a 10, Mrs. Seitz, and take 1 away. Awesome! That's great. What about this one? 95 plus 6. I have 95 cats. That's too many. But I have 95 cats, and Tony bought 6 more. What's going on with the cats and the donuts? 95 plus 6. I know that I could take a 5 out of that 6. Would that make my next 10? You betcha. I'd make a 100. With my 1 left, I would have 101. And we know that that one goes right in the ones place. So friends, this concept helps us when we're even working with 3-digit numbers. So here's my next challenge, and I know that you're seeing this at home on some of your work. So let's remember what we know so that we can use that as an advantage for us. Here we go. I have 497 plus 5. Think about what you know when it's only a 2-digit adding on. Can I take a 3 out of that 5? Poof! I've got a 500. I know I do. Right? 497. I made a 10. Automatically, I've got 50 tens. I have 49 here. I made another 10. I added 3 more. On to my ones. Friends, I have just made that into 500. With my 2, how many of you got 500 too? Take that same concept now, what I just showed you. Think about the same thing. What's happening here? What would my answer be? I could count up with my 6 fingers, sure, but I want to be efficient and really think like a math monster. What do I know about numbers? All right, friends, math monster, did you get it? I hope so. And then, friends, I'm looking at my last one. Now that one could be done a couple ways. I could just make that into a 10. I could do that. Or I could take a 6 out. What are you going to do? All right. Math monster, did you get it? Hey, friends, I'd love to see the way you solve things. Right now, it's going to have to be just this way. So I have one last thing I'd like to share with you before we go. There are some story problems that we are getting in our work that I'm asking you to work on. This is the last one. And so when I look at this, my friends, as you can see, I'm doing my dance on my chair. Oh, I found it. It's all of the pages up until we get, friends, up to Unit 6 Quick Quiz number 1. That's as far as they want you to go. You don't have to go further. That means don't go further than 324. But if you want to, go crazy cats. I'm going to talk to you about 3-digit addition on my next video. But on this one, they've got 4 story problems. I want to give you an example of one right here. Tony, read this out loud for me, please.
Tony buys some books for the library. She buys 3 boxes that have 100 books in each.
Stop! I think I always want to grab that information. Continue!
She also has 72 books on the table.
What?
How many books does she have?
Do you think that was important, Tony?
Yeah.
What about this on the table? Is that important?
Yeah?
Yeah, there's 72 books on the table. What am I trying to find out?
How many books does Tony have?
Am I trying to find how many books Tony has?
Right?
It doesn't tell. What is 3 books that have 100, 3 boxes. I could make a picture. Oh, there's my 100 box. 3 boxes, 100 in each. I could even do this if this makes me feel like I'm getting it. And then you said I've got 72 on the table.
I did.
How many do you have all together? Friends, what do you think? What do you think, Tony?
I think I need to add those 100s together.
What happens when you add those 100s together?
And that's 72. Oh, well, I would get 300.
Okay, so you right away did, the 300, and then what did you do?
Then I added the 72.
Wow. Wow, Tony, you actually put that 70 in the tens place and that 2 in the ones place. There's your wonderful expression. Nice. Thanks, Tony. Friends, do you agree with her? I'm really glad that she put that 70 where it belongs and that 2 where it belongs. That's how we really understand 3-digit. 3-digit. We have to always remember, friends, it's powerful when we sit there and remember where the numbers go. If I have an 800 and I add it to 70, that's not my answer. That's it. Let's remember that 3-digit. Friends, I'm going to let you go right now. I love you tons. Please work on all of these pages up to our wonderful quick quiz, Unit 6. When you get that done, picture it. Send it to me to Dojo. Look on Think Central. I got a lot of stuff for you. Hey, mathematicians!
That's me!
You guys have a great day. I love you. I'll see you real soon. Stay safe. Stay healthy.